Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. How you guys doing? Beautiful day today on the weekend, and I figure I'd come out here and just once and for all attach the key switch on and off and lights to the dashboard, right? While I had from the last episode attached a live wire from the positive terminal of the battery directly to the battery tab of this ignition switch, and then a wire from the ignition tab directly to the trigger tab of the solenoid. That allowed me to turn the starter generator, to turn the clutch, to start the engine so that it runs. Perfect, right? So instead of my having to reroute an ignition wire and a battery wire all the way underneath through here, right? I decided that I was going to try to use one of these wires because it's routed over there already. Just find it and be able to tap into it, and then I wouldn't have to rewire. I would just connect it to the harness and the signal will go to here to the switch. I tested every wire, every one of these. None of them seem to be connected through there. So I think it bypasses somewhere around here. So once and for all, I need to see what's under this pad, because people have been saying, Henry, there's a switch under there, the floor pad, where it connects to the throttle, the gas pedal, and then that allows it that once you press it, it turns on a switch that powers everything to start the engine and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna lift the pad from taking these things off and this rusted rail there and see what we find underneath. Looks like it's just of course there's something else on the other end. Of course there's something on the other end. Of course that's stripped. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everything is so rusted and in such a tight space. You can't get a ratchet in there. You can't get a socket in there. And even if you did get a socket in there, it would have to be a long socket because the stud is so long. But you couldn't get the ratchet in there if you used the long socket. So you're trying to use some channel locks, but it's so rusted it won't grip. And then every time you try to turn it, it strips the screw. So since this rail is really yucky anyway, I'm just gonna grind them out. Not really. Ooh. There is a compartment there. It is a secret. All right. Yeah, we have access to it. I was hoping that I would, because I didn't want to take apart the other side. Cool. A box.
Don't strip it, Henry.
Oh, shut up.
You shut up.
Be very interesting to see what's in here. I've never seen anything like this before. Are you ready? Hello.
You're gonna bend the corner, Henry.
All right. My alter ego keeps me grounded. When I was about to do something bad, he told me not to do it, so.
You don't listen to me anyway.
Well, I'm starting to, okay? Hey, honey, why is that guy talking to himself? Must be one of those nuts. Cool. That's wild. So it's got a switch. The switch in turn activates the solenoid to start. Let's step on the switch. You step on the switch. Engages that right there. So the switch is depressed at standstill. Then when you step on the gas, it releases the switch. And you've got a red and green wire going that way. At the same time, you've got a pulley here with a lever, and it pulls the wire. It pulls a wire right there that goes to there. Cool. Well, should I use that? I need to trace where that red and green wire go. Okay, so I found the wire. It comes right there, and it's attached to also a chopped up black and white wire. So the yellow, green and red wires right here. I've got power connected to the red wire. The green wire is the output. Okay, let's see if you get 12 volts when I step on the pedal. Here we go. Pressing the pedal now. There you go. I'm pressing the pedal and it's showing 12.5 volts. So when I press the pedal, it generates 12.5 volts. So I'm thinking this gas pedal is just a switch, right? Similar to the on and off switch to the engine. What if I use the pedal as the on and off switch when I have the ignition key switch installed the way I had it, where you turn the key and it powers the generator on, right? What if I also connected the pedal switch to the on and off, so that when I turn the key, it powers it? So this is supposed to go on. but it won't go on because I have not pushed the pedal down. That would work exactly the way it was supposed to, right? So I might kind of experiment with that, you know, hook up the ignition switch the way it should be, but then bypass it also to the pedal switch, so that even though you turn the switch on, it won't turn that until I step on the pedal. Then when I let go of the pedal, it kills the engine, which it's supposed to. And as long as I have the switch on, once I press it again, it should start up the engine. Oh, that's genius, Henry. I'm gonna try to figure that out. But first, we know that that's good. This is all good, right? It works as it should. So I'm just gonna put everything back. I did all that just to figure out that it was a red and green wire. Well, you know what? Since you have never done a golf cart before, especially a gas one, you gotta try to find out as much information as possible, right? Even hidden compartments under the floor mat. I'll have to either repair that rail or fabricate another one. In the future. In my box of parts, I found a wiring harness long enough to reach the front of the golf cart to the middle part where I need the wiring. This wiring harness, I have no idea where I got it from, but it's long enough, and it already has an you know, sheath to wrap it around. So I'm gonna cut this module off, and it looks like the green, white, gray, and black is going through to this area where it splits off into a black and a white. But what continues on is the green and gray and black. So I'm going to use the obvious ground, I guess, would be black, right? And then I'm going to use probably the bright green one as my power source, or it needs an ignition and a battery. So I don't know, I guess battery should be red or a bright color, right? And then usually ignition would be like another bright color, but we don't have that. So I'm just gonna, I guess I'll use green for battery and the black for ignition. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna see if it works first. Okay, got my switch. I've got ignition is the black one, battery is the green one. It's going through this spaghetti over here, connected to the red and white stripe, which connects to the trigger. Oops. Yes. Red and white stripe connected to the trigger of the solenoid leads to here to the black wire that goes to the blue, which connects to the ignition. The battery one is the blue connected to the green that leads through the spaghetti, comes out as green, attaches to the white, which is the positive side of battery. So let's see if the wiring worked, and if it does, I'll get to mount the switch on the front dash. Okay, I'm going to turn the key now just to on. Huh, got nothing. I got nothing. Crap. All right, I think I got it. Because the black wire in the middle of this harness, the black wire comes out into another plug. So maybe it was bypassed in the middle. So what goes all the way through is the black, no, is the only the gray and the green go all the way through, right? So I'm using the green, the gray one as the ignition. So now let's see if it works. If I turn the key to this switch, will it turn the starter? Yes, it does. Coolidge. So I've wired up 2 wires that lead into the dash, underneath the thing, to the battery compartment. Got the switch hooked up. This is just temporary because I need to also attach the light to get the lights working later, which will be also attached to this switch, because this switch is a off, on, and light switch. So just seeing if these screws fit. It does. Just hold it here temporarily. So let's see if we turn this switch to the on. I have it coming out to this red wire and this heavy duty green wire that's attached to the white wire that's attached to the positive terminal. So let's see if I turn the switch whether or not it'll turn the engine. And it does. Awesome. So now I'm gonna see about connecting the pedal to the ignition, the on and off switch to the engine. So attached to this engine is merely a plug. That's it, a pigtail. See, one connection, off and on. So I believe the black wire is the ground, right? The magneto. Yes, it is. So if I take this black sheathing off, it's just one plug connected to that. So let me just connect the wire onto this. I'm gonna see what we can do. So I've been at this for a while. I hooked up the switch to the thing, and it's reversed. So when the engine is starting, right, the thing is turning, right, it has spark. When I step on the gas pedal, it stops the spark. So I have it reversed, and I haven't figured out how to get it back again. Also, you guys had a concern about my last episode where water might have gotten into the carburetor and into the oil. So I decided I was gonna try. I was gonna check the oil. So over here is very tight to get to the oil, right? And then over here is a reservoir, and you guys are right. There's water in the oil. So I gotta find a way to drain this oil and give it fresh oil. And also, it doesn't seem to start. It started when I sprayed fuel ether into the carburetor for that split second. I put gas in it, and gas doesn't seem to be getting to the carburetor. So possibly the carburetor might be filled with water too. So that's why it won't start and run on its own with gas in the gas tank. So I gotta change the oil right now and work out the rest later. Okay. On the bottom here, there's a hose, a drain hose, and it's flexible. This is the first time I'm doing it. I don't know if it'll work. It actually looks okay. You can see the white stuff coming out, but the viscosity is still good. And it's been compromised, but it's still okay. Not much is coming out, huh? Just let it come out slowly, I guess. I am now loosening the carburetor fuel bowl nut and seeing how much water comes out of it, or if anything. It's water, see? Oh, disgusting, look at that. terrible. I'm gonna do the fuel shut off switch. There we go, it's off. Look at that bowl, it's filled with crap. Look at that. Yeah, that's mostly water. Look at that stuff. Here, let me get a white one, light color one, show you. Crawled underneath the machine. Just blowing it out. It's a new carburetor. It was. I'm just cleaning it one last time before I put the bowl back on. Clean the bowl. Maybe now this thing will run. That oil is taking its sweet time, but we'll get her there. I still have to figure out that pedal switch. If that pedal switch doesn't work, then I'm not going to do it. I'll just relocate the on and off switch to the front somehow. Tighten the bowl nut. So need to jump the carburetor, jump the battery, because the battery is dead from all that testing. That oil is really taking a long time to come out. I'm going to pull the recoil. Wow, that almost wanted to start. We don't want it to start because there's no gas in it, no oil in it. So this is just trickling down, drop at a time. It's all gone mostly. So I'm just going to put this back on again. And quite a bit came out, not as much as I thought though, to be honest with you. Because the reservoir is down there and at an angle, it's really hard to get a funnel in there. So I got like this pump hose, attached it to the funnel. I'm just gonna get it into the area. And I'm gonna put 10W30 plus synthetic in here, because I know that Honda engines recommend 10W30 for most of their engines and not just plain SAE 30. And I'm going to use synthetic too, because it's kind of protects the engine a little bit better, you know. I'm just gonna dump this whole quart in there. I know it takes at least a quart. I'm gonna go slow because I don't want it to overfill, because I can't see it, you know, hardly. Okay, so we installed the key switch today. Tested the pedal with the cutoff. Shout out to Mark C, Iron Duke 502 from Versailles, Kentucky, for buying 4 stickers. Keep those sticker sales coming, guys. I got a new one coming up, but I'm not going to reveal it until I sell out my old ones. So support the channel, buy the sticker. Found out that there was water in the carburetor as well as the crankcase, so we drained the oil and put in some fresh synthetic 10W30, and we'll top it off as it goes. Hopefully it'll start. Also, we did a quick and dirty on the carburetor because there was water in the carburetor and the bowl was completely trashed, which is the reason why it wouldn't start before, it wouldn't run. But now I think it's going to run okay. Got the key switch installed. I'm going to do a little bit more testing on the pedal thing. Next episode, we're going to try to install the gas pedal cable to the throttle of the engine so that we can control the throttle and speed of the engine. Tune up the carburetor a little bit so that it'll idle just perfectly, so that it doesn't engage the clutch when we're at a standstill. And then after that, the next step would probably be the brakes. Gonna have to take care of the brakes. And then maybe after that, who knows, we might go take a test drive. Ooh, crazy, right? Anyway, thanks a lot for joining me on today's episode. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey y'all, it's Kylie here, and we'll see you next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video, and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as, if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.